Imagine introducing yourself with your last name. But have you ever thought about the history behind it? Surnames have been a part of society for centuries, and they've always carried more than just family identity. They've symbolized power, inheritance, and societal structure. The tradition of taking the father's last name goes beyond being a cultural quirk. It's a window into centuries of patriarchal hierarchies and the role that male specialization has played in shaping human societies. Let's dive deep into the origins of paternal surnames and the hidden meanings they carry. The practice of children taking their father's last name became common as societies grew more complex. As the human population increased and agriculture flourished, the need for organizing property, lineage, and inheritance became essential. Paternal surnames were a perfect solution. They allowed families to track inheritance, ensuring property and wealth were passed down to legitimate heirs. Surnames tied children to specific male ancestors, creating a lasting record of family history. In societies where property ownership and inheritance were the keys to status, having a clear family structure helped avoid disputes. This system didn't just provide practicality. It also symbolized the father's role as the provider, protector, and leader in the household and society at large. Paternal surnames also reveal the importance of paternity certainty in patriarchal societies. While maternal lineage is biologically evident, fatherhood was something that required social systems to verify and reinforce. Surnames helped establish the legitimacy of children, ensuring their inheritance rights were safeguarded. Patriarchal societies often prioritized male control over reproduction to secure paternity and maintain lineage. A shared surname became a public declaration of the father's responsibility for, and authority over, his children. In many ways, linking children's identities to their father's name solidified the central role of men in the structure of family and society, reinforcing the idea that the father's contributions, both biological and economic, were essential to the stability of the family unit. The rise of paternal surnames also coincided with the growing importance of male specialization in early societies. As men became the primary toolmakers, builders, and protectors, their roles gained societal recognition. These specialized roles, like blacksmiths or soldiers, required years of training and made individual men irreplaceable in their communities. A man's surname often carried the reputation of his trade or skill, tying his family identity directly to his contributions. Fathers not only passed down their names but also their trades, ensuring that future generations would continue their work. Paternal surnames thus became shorthand for these contributions, elevating men's roles as the backbone of their family's success and ensuring that their legacies continued through both their name and their profession. However, in this system, women's roles, although essential, didn't fit neatly into the hierarchy that surnames represented. Women's contributions, like reproduction and caregiving, were crucial but weren't tied to individual specialization or economic scarcity in the same way that men's were. In some societies, there were matrilineal systems that traced lineage through the mother, but these were rare and typically found in smaller, more egalitarian communities. Patriarchal societies, on the other hand, focused on the father's role in lineage and inheritance, which is why maternal identities were often sidelined in public records. By tying surnames to men, societies reinforced the idea that male contributions were the primary forces driving both family and societal stability. Paternal surnames, however, are more than just markers of lineage. They reflect deeply ingrained societal values. The father's name symbolizes leadership and authority, the idea that he is the head of the household and a key figure in the community. This name also signifies his role as an economic provider, where male contributions, whether through farming, defense, or craftsmanship, were seen as the foundation of a family's survival and success. The passing down of a surname also creates a sense of continuity, connecting families to their past while ensuring their future. These symbolic associations made paternal surnames far more than mere labels. They became integral to the fabric of patriarchal societies, signifying not just familial ties, but social standing, responsibility, and legacy. As paternal surnames became more entrenched, they helped reinforce power structures and societal hierarchies. Property ownership, for example, was tied to the father's name, ensuring wealth and land remained under male control. A man's surname often reflected his social status or trade, and in many ways, it influenced his children's opportunities and reputation. This connection between a surname and societal position extended to legal and religious institutions, which further embedded paternal surnames in the broader cultural and institutional frameworks. Male dominance was not just a cultural phenomenon, it was institutionalized, with paternal surnames serving as a constant reminder of patriarchal authority. While many societies still follow the tradition of paternal surnames, their significance has evolved in recent years. In some cultures, children now take both parents' surnames, reflecting a shift toward gender equality. The notion of individual identity has also become more prominent, with modern movements challenging the historical focus on lineage and tradition. The legacy of paternal surnames, however, continues to influence how we view family, power, and societal structure. Understanding the origins and implications of paternal surnames allows us to recognize how deeply intertwined names, power, and social organization are. Paternal surnames are not just a tradition, they are a reflection of the patriarchal power structures that have shaped human history. From ensuring paternity certainty to symbolizing male specialization and leadership, paternal surnames have been at the heart of how societies organized power, inheritance, and social order. As traditions evolve, and as movements toward gender equality continue, the historical roots of paternal surnames still play a role in shaping our understanding of identity, authority, and family. As we reflect on this legacy, we see that paternal surnames are more than just family identifiers. They carry with them centuries of cultural, social, and economic significance. Whether we choose to embrace or challenge these traditions, the impact of paternal surnames on our lives and societies cannot be denied. The history behind your surname may be something you've never given much thought, but next time you introduce yourself, consider the deeper layers of meaning it carries. It's not just a name, it's a connection to centuries of societal history and values that have shaped who we are today. By understanding the origins of paternal surnames, we can gain a deeper perspective on the systems of power that have shaped human societies for generations. Whether or not you choose to adopt or challenge these traditions, recognizing their roots is key to understanding the broader cultural forces that continue to influence family and identity today.